Recently, we've noticed that there's been a large uptick in folks that would like to do things remotely because of the coronavirus, and hence we're having this meeting remotely. And so it does allow for us to do so much more. The Lieutenant Governor also has the initiative of teleworking in the state. This looks like it might prove to be very valuable to the state to get folks off the roadways and clean up our air and whatnot. So with that, we need to have a tool like Adobe Sign.
Typically in an emergency or disaster, we're all huddled together in the same place. Where we have a pandemic, it's been a little bit of a challenge to coordinate, communicate together, but also maintaining social distancing. We've had to kind of step outside of the box and say, how can we do these things virtually? And part of that has been eSign has really helped us. So currently we're using eSign for what is called an incident action plan, basically the objectives on what are we going to accomplish in our response to COVID-19. And we're also working parallel with our earthquake recovery. So there's a component of finance, logistics, planning, and operations. Each of those have to sign off on those objectives for the next operational period. eSign has allowed us to set up that workflow to where it can go from that first level all the way to the final level to where that's approved by our director.
Adobe Sign has really been a blessing for our emergency response efforts with COVID-19 and with the earthquake, just because we've been able to get our emergency procurement approved and processed within minutes, where prior to Adobe Sign, these processes would have taken 2 to 3 days. And the really great thing about Adobe Sign is it gave us that little extra push to get to 100% paperless in all of our processes.
It's a powerful software. That combination with eSign and Adobe Acrobat is going to be invaluable in our process here at Housing and Community Development. We have hundreds of contracts that our team is responsible for. We need a software that's robust and flexible to manage that process. The quality control and routing and signature phases of that become much more manageable for us. We have a clear winner here with that, and we're excited to get that implemented.
eSign has made our lives at DHRM better and easier as far as getting all of our forms signed, and it's awesome because our forms are not getting lost. Everything is able to be sent electronically, so obviously that makes our teleworking environment easier, and I am able to track everything electronically, which is a great benefit.
Adobe Sign is making it possible so we can telework. We have a lot of correspondence sheets, payables, grants, a lot of things that just get passed around from person to person, and now without people being in the office, they can't see or sign things, and so Adobe Sign is the only thing that's allowed us to kind of keep things running, because then things can still go around for signatures. It's not getting lost in people's inboxes. I think even after this pandemic, we're going to just keep on using it. We're going to definitely keep on seeing it. And then I guess as new features come in and as we learn more about its capabilities, it will definitely grow and become a major part of how we run business.
It's really helped us streamline some of our processes that are maybe a little outdated as far as signing paper forms. I see it expanding in everything we do here at the Division of Emergency Management.
We actually just rolled out our final process that was still happening on paper just a couple of weeks ago. So the timing on that rollout was impeccable because we were rolling out right about the same time that we were being pushed to work from home in response to COVID-19. So this was such a smooth and easy transition for everyone because we had already been doing most of our processes through Adobe Sign.
As we move forward, I'm confident that we'll have other uses for eSign that we've not yet discovered. eSign streamlines our contracting process and allows us to work from home well beyond the end of this pandemic.
We are located throughout the state in all different agencies, and so I plan to put 100% of our forms eventually in eSign.
Really excited to see the future here in the state of Utah being much more greener, much more remote, much more, I think, efficient in the way that we process transactions.